Hi, I'm Embry, and this is Embry's Corner, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with another video, something a little different. Like I said in my last couple videos, I'm trying to stray away from the usual, my stories and stuff like that. I am gonna go back. I am gonna do another story time, but just not today. I'm gonna film something else for you guys today, something a little different, something in honor of the back to school season. I know a lot of you probably went back to school, and some of them I know down where I'm at probably either set up for did the online thing, or they went back to school. I know a lot of people that I work with that's in high school, they actually went back. My little cousin, the odd one out, he didn't want to go back. He went about that life, so he just settled for doing his classes online. And since this year is his last year, he just decided just to finish it. And most of his senior class was gonna do theirs by way of viral anyway. So he just decided to sit this one out and stay home. So in honor of you going back to school with everything going on, I know that the tests is gonna come like they always come, and I understand you still gonna need to study. You still gonna have to pick up those habits. I know y'all been out for some time now, so y'all might have lost some of those habits if you wasn't doing online schooling as much as you was, as if you wasn't doing online schooling that hard when it first started. I know school was in session when all this first went down, so I understand everybody's just trying to get back into the groove of everything, especially being back in school. College students, high school students, middle school students, GED students, all in the same. And so I think these tips wouldn't just apply to high school and GED students. These tips will apply to college students, grad students, people considering going back to school. This might be a good video for you. And I feel like these oh, and by the way, the video I am doing is a study guide to a study guide. The study guide to school. So basically it's a way, it's just like a way to like stay on top of everything, without falling behind, and just trying to be ahead of the curve and all this. So especially with GED classes, I think this will really help for you if you're in or considering going to GED classes and stuff like that. So yeah, I just want to do my part, helping out a little bit, giving you a head start on how to stay ahead in school and out of school. And this applies for homeschooling too. If you're getting homeschool or you're doing it viral by internet, you're doing the online school and stuff like that, this would apply for you too. So I came up with about 10 things that worked for me. I remember that worked for me when I was in school. So I'm just gonna go ahead and give you these tips. So first one being take notes. And I say that I'm gonna put emphasis on take notes, because for some people, maybe depending on what kind of learner you are, sometimes taking notes to help you just like look back over and stuff like that, and you'll be fine. Some people don't even have to take notes. They can just like see it once and be alright. Some may need to take notes more than once. I know I was one of those type of people. Anytime that my teacher went over something that we've already went over, I took the notes again and again and again. I can show you my notebooks. Well, no, I can't, because I threw them all away, but I threw them all away when I graduated. No, when we moved, I threw everything out, because I didn't want to look all that, junk over here with me to the new apartment. So I threw it, but I kept everything that I would ever need for my GED classes. I mean, it was a pile. Let me see if I can find a picture of it. It was a pile of paperwork, of notebooks. Here you go, right here. So yeah, that right there. That was the day I took my last test, and I pulled all this stuff out of my drawer in my room. Like the way my dresser is made, it's like a little cabinet on the bottom in between all my drawers, and I kept all of it in there. Yeah, that's a lot of paper. Look at all that. It's notebooks, folders, things that could, and those little spiral notebooks I had, they were full of full of full of notes and stuff I've taken in class and stuff like this. I say notes would be the first thing that you should do. Just take all the notes you can, even if you don't think you'll need them. They might come in handy later. Maybe you'll forget how to do it and you'll need to go back and look at it later. So just take notes. It don't matter what they doing. If they say it's optional to take notes, take those notes and pay attention and listen and try to be on top of everything. Okay, number 2. Let's see what number 2. Number 2, ask questions. Now, I am guilty of this myself. If that's something I didn't understand, I didn't always ask questions, and I should have, and I regret not doing it. But I think it's very important that you ask. If that's something you don't understand, ask the question. One of my teachers told me when I first started, she said it's dumber to sit in class and not know the answers and need help than it is to sit in class and ask for help when you know you need help. That's crazy. Why would you sit in class not knowing the answers and not ask for help? That's crazy. Don't do that. Ask for help. That's what they're there for, to help you, and you take advantage of it. Okay? Make them help you. Ask somebody. You don't have to be a teacher. Ask another student who you might think know the answers. Ask them to help you. Ask the teacher to help you. I'm sure they will help you. Alright? And it's a teacher job, so I know almost certainly they're going to help you. So ask for help. Do not be scared to ask questions. Okay? Do not be scared. So the third one, use the tools that are given to you. If the teacher give you a tool that you can use at home, like maybe when I was in my classes, we had something called My Skills Tutor. Okay, My Skills Tutor was a big lifesaver. Khan Academy was a big lifesaver. YouTube was a lifesaver. Whatever tools they give you to use to help you in classes, use those tools. Don't be idiots and go home and don't use them. If you know that you need help in the area and that program or whatever is specifically made for that area, you need to use it. And don't be a dummy and not use it. Use it. Take advantage of those and use them, because you'll be a lot grateful later when it comes up and you know the answers. You'll be a lot grateful, especially tests. I know they don't have like the graduation test no more in high school, but they do have the EOCT test, the end of course test, and you do have to pass those to graduate. So do your best and try and use those tools. Even if it's just for like a refresher, use them. That's going to help you a lot. I know when I was in my classes, I used anything they gave me, I used it. And even if I knew the answers, even if I knew how to do the work, I used them as refreshers, because it's a way to keep your mind sharp if you use those tools. And YouTube is your best friend if you make it. You can type in subjects. I made a whole playlist for commas. Okay, y'all, I was on it. I made a whole playlist I might show y'all one day. I made a whole playlist for commas. I made a whole playlist for math questions I needed. Like, do not be scared to use tools that they give you. Use them. If they give you a website to use to go on and practice on certain things, use it. It is your friend. Okay, it's there to help you, not hurt you. It can only help you. And I think sometimes it even counts towards credits if you do use them. I know in some schools they use programs to count towards credits. So y'all might want to get on it. Alright. Always accept help. I think that goes into like the second one I just did. So I'm not going to even do that. But if somebody offers to help you, I'm going to just keep it on that anyway. But if somebody offers to help you, don't be dumb and say no. Don't do that, because you look stupid, okay? Just take the help. Even if you don't think you need it, you need it. You need it. So just take it. Okay? I used to tell people all the time, no, I don't need help. I don't need help. But I did. I didn't. I just didn't want them to help me. But I needed the help. And that's where I messed up at. So you should. Don't do me. Don't be like me. Just take the help if it's offered to you. Okay, I think that one, that's kind of repetitive, so I'm just gonna get that one too. The fourth one would be stay focused. Stay focused. And all I mean when I say that stay focused, I just mean, you know, try to stay focused on your work. Ignore what's going on around you. If you can, don't sit. If you can avoid it, don't sit next to your friends. Don't sit next to people that you know are gonna get you distracted. I know that's hard to do, but if you want to get out of school, if you want to succeed, if you want to be successful in your classes and get out of school, then those are some things you're gonna have to do. I'm sorry. Now, if you can sit next to your friend and you know they're not gonna distract you and they might help you, I would suggest you sit by them. But if you know that you're gonna talk the whole class time, you're not gonna be focused, you're not gonna pay attention, you're gonna be disruptive to other students, then I would suggest you not sit next to your friend. And I will also suggest that if you know that if you sit in the back and you won't be able to focus back there, then do not sit back there. I know sometimes we like to go to the back because that's where you can act up at. Nobody will notice, and most times you can be on your phone or whatever. But please, just if you serious about getting out of school, if you serious about wanting to get out of high school, then you should make school your priority so you can get out. You don't want to be me sitting in the GED class for years when I say stay focused. All right. Fifth one, set goals. Now I know that sounds stupid to set goals, but it's not. I think the best thing you can do for yourself at the beginning of any school year is set short-term goals and long-term goals. Okay, maybe a long-term goal might be to pass the EOCT test. All right, work at home. I think I just said this. Study at home. Work at home, study at home. You gonna need to do that. I know sometimes you be tired, but at least devote 15 minutes to a page in your textbook. I mean, that can't hurt nobody. Like, come on now. 5 minutes to a math problem, or 2 or 3. You know what I mean? Just devote something to something, please. Don't just go home and lay around all day. Crack a book. Get on the website. If they offer you a website, spend 10 minutes on the. You ain't got to spend a whole hour on it. Put 10 minutes towards it. That's better than absolutely nothing. I feel like sometimes teachers want you to go home and invest 30 minutes to stay. Pay attention. I think that goes with breakfast and get lots of rest. And that is true. I know some mornings people don't. I know in the morning some people don't like to eat. I know I'm one of them. But since I've been in school and since I've started working, I have to eat something in the morning because I just won't be any good to anybody in the daytime if I haven't eaten anything. It makes me a less focused person, a less alert person. And breakfast is the most important meal. I know some people think that's not it, but it is. It's the most important meal of the day. That's food. Food is like energy for the body, and if you're not giving it its fuel, it's not gonna do much for you during the day. You know what I mean? So you got to take care of yourself. Even if it's just a banana you eat before you go to school, eat it. Just a banana, Or maybe like some like them protein shakes they got. Drink one. A naked that works too. A smoothie, anything to get you going hype in the morning. Do it. Go get it. If you like a chicken biscuit from McDonald's in the morning, go get you one. Something is better than nothing in the morning, especially if you're going to school or to work. It keeps you alert, it gives you energy, and it makes you feel good. Trust me, I know. I do it. I have a ritual in the morning. Okay, I get up at. So if I'm scheduled to go in at 7, like I'm scheduled to go in at 7 tomorrow. I get up 2 hours before time for me to get up, okay? I don't gotta be at work till 7. I get up at 8. I get up at 5. I get up at 5 o'clock on the dot. I get up, I get ready for work. I sit around for a little while till about 6 o'clock, and I leave and I go get me some food. Now from the time I leave my house to the time I get to the restaurant I'm going to, it's about 15 minutes, okay? That gives me exactly 40 minutes to sit around and do nothing. So I go into the parking lot of the place I work and I park and I eat my food and watch Netflix. That's what I do. That's my morning ritual. And I go into work 15 minutes before it's time. That's what I do every morning. And I have to clock in 5 minutes before I even supposed to start working. So, that's the extra 10 minutes I got to sit around and do absolutely nothing. So that's my morning ritual. That's why I do the way I do. That's why I go to work the way I go to work. I have a ritual and I follow by it, and it works for me. And as long as I'm getting to work on time, as long as I'm at work, it ain't no problem. So that's just what I do. And this is a designated spot in the parking lot I go to every morning, and I sit and eat and watch Netflix. That's what I do. I just finished up the whole season of Moesha one morning, like, cause I do it every morning. So you know, if you can do that, do that. Do that. Okay. And always come prepared. And I should make that I should make those two my number one, but I didn't. What I mean by come prepared is, if you're going to school, there's always going to be two things you're going to need. Point blank, period. I know sometimes they be asking you to have like a binder, shit like that. Fine, maybe you don't have that stuff. But there are two things you can get from anywhere. A pencil and a piece of paper. Those things you can always get for like $1 and some change. That's not hard to get. Come prepared, guys. Come with pencil and a piece of paper. You know you're going to school. Come with those things and be ready to learn. Okay, please. If you have any type of consideration for yourself, for your future, come to school with a pencil and a piece of paper. Fine, you can't get everything you need. Come to school with that. Come to school with that. I know when I first started GD classes, I would come to school with a whole binder. I didn't need all of it. After a year in there, I cut all it down to a notebook, a spiral notebook, and a folder. That's what I would take to school with me. 2 items. That's all I needed. And that's how I graduated, with a spiral notebook and a folder, okay? That's how I graduated. So you know what? If that's what you can afford, that's what you can afford. Have somewhere to keep your papers and have somewhere to take notes. That's all you need. Nothing more than that. Nothing more than that. If they requiring a folder for each subject, but then tell them you can't afford that and this is all you got, and they just have to make do with what you got, fine. They'll be alright. Okay? But yeah, you know, try and have you a spiral notebook and a pencil. Have that ready, and a folder if you need be. Have it. Being prepared for school just means that you prepared. Just means that you trying. You putting forth an effort. And I'm gonna throw this in here too. I'm just gonna put this with this. Come dressed to impress, okay? Now I understand some people can't afford, you know, to dress nice. But if what you got is a pair of jeans and a t-shirt, then fine. Make sure you look your best. Just make it look as nice as you possibly can. If that's all you got, come with that. That's fine. You'll be fine. And I also want to go back to the breakfast thing. I know some people don't get a breakfast at home, and I'm sorry about that. You know, so maybe you can get a free lunch at school. You know what I mean? If you can, try and get to school early to eat breakfast, and you know, it will help you through the day. You know, even if it's just like an orange or something, it'll just something to get you through the day. And lunch too, try to eat that too. You know what I mean? I know the school lunches don't always be the best, but for some people, that's what they get, and that's all they get. So, you know, if you can get to school earlier to get breakfast, go to school and get breakfast. I highly advise that, because you're gonna need that to get you through the day. Hell, I need it just to get me through 5 hours at work. Like, seriously, I need to get me through 5 hours at work. So I know you need to get you through 8 hours. Alright, that was it for that video. I'm done. That was the last one. Come prepared. So, you know, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you liked it. I had to do something for you guys. I've been wanting to do my study guide tips for a minute now, and I think this was the perfect way to do it. So yeah. And I felt like doing it, so I had to do it for you. But make sure y'all follow these rules, do this, and I promise you, this is the clear road and path to success. You want to be successful, you want to get out of high school, GD school, and go do something else, this is how you're going to do it. Do these things and you will succeed. You can't go wrong when you do these things. You can only go up when you do these things. And understand this also. There are going to be bad days. That's just a part of life. I had to learn it the hard way. That's just a part of life. There are going to be days when school is the last thing you want to do. There are going to be days when coming home and studying is the last thing you want to do. But here's a secret to that. Here's a secret to that. And this is probably a secret to life too. Think about what's going to happen the day you walk across the stage and get your diploma. Concentrate on it. I promise you. That'll clear every doubt, every worry, everything that you ever felt before that. That's gonna clear all that out. Think about that day when you can walk across the stage and grab your GED, your high school diploma, your college degree. Think about it. And you say, dang, I did it. It was hard, but I finally made it. I got here. Think about it. Because when that day comes, these days where you didn't feel like going to school, where you didn't feel like studying, where you didn't want to get up this morning, where you didn't want to do no homework that night, it's going to be worth it. It's going to be the best role that you ever took in your life. It's going to be the best feeling ever. To know that you put in the hard work, even on the days you didn't want to do it, even on the days you didn't feel like dealing with no teacher, it's going to make it all worth it. Trust me, it's going to all be worth it because you did it and you got done. And now you're successful. Now you can move on with your life and do great things like you were meant to do. I know somebody need to hear that because I know I needed to hear it a couple times. That was for you. Whoever need to hear that was for you. It's all for a reason. I know sometimes it feel like, oh, I'm just going around in circles for nothing. No, there's a reason. There is a reason you are doing this. You may not understand it. It may be hard. You may not even like the teacher you got. But trust me, it's for a reason. And try to stay ahead. Alright, I'm out, y'all. I'm about to go. I'm tired. My leg is hurting. Like I always say, let me know what you want to see, what you want to hear. I will do my very, very best to get those videos out to you. I got some now that I've got edited and ready to go. I just got to go and upload them. And I'm going to do that my next day off. I promise. Until next time. Bye.